Miriam demonstrated both. She understood that timing matters. She understood that words matter. She understood that careful action can protect those we love. Check out purposelyhere.com where you will find my self-published book. Purposelyhere.com also has exclusive merchandise for men, women, and kids. Purposelyhere.com is also available on your mobile devices. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. Welcome back to our Great Women of Scripture series. Today, we are looking at Miriam, courage, praise, and godly leadership. When many people think about the Exodus, they immediately think of Moses standing before Pharaoh, the plagues that struck Egypt, the parting of the Red Sea, and the giving of the law. Yet behind many of those events stands a faithful woman whose courage, wisdom, and influence helped preserve the very man the Most High would use to deliver Israel. That woman was Miriam. Miriam was the sister of Moses and Aaron. She was born during one of the darkest periods in Israel's history. The children of Israel were living under Egyptian bondage, oppressed by Pharaoh, and subjected to harsh labor. The Hebrews had multiplied greatly, causing Pharaoh to fear their growing numbers. In response, he issued a cruel decree that every Hebrew male child was to be killed. Imagine the fear that would have spread through Hebrew households. Mothers were afraid, fathers were concerned for their families. Yet even during such a dangerous time, the Most High was already working out his plan for deliverance. Long before Moses stood before Pharaoh, before the burning bush, before the Red Sea, there was a young girl named Miriam who chose courage instead of fear. The scripture tells us in Exodus chapter 2 that after Moses was placed in an ark of bulrush among the reeds of the river, his sister stood afar off to see what would happen to him. This may seem like a small detail, but it reveals something powerful about Miriam's character. She did not abandon her brother. She did not walk away. She watched. She waited. She remained attentive. Exodus 2:4-7 says, and his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him. And his sister said unto Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee? And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and called the mother of the child. Miriam demonstrated courage and initiative. She saw danger, but refused to be paralyzed by it. When Pharaoh's daughter discovered Moses, Miriam stepped forward at the right moment with a wise solution. She offered to find a Hebrew nurse, and that nurse happened to be Moses' own mother. How amazing is the wisdom of the Most High. The very woman who gave birth to Moses was paid to care for him because a young girl was willing to act courageously and wisely. There are many women today who underestimate the power of their influence. They think influence only belongs to people with titles, positions, or public recognition. Yet Miriam teaches us that influence often begins with faithfulness in small moments. One wise decision can affect generations. One courageous act can alter the course of history. Sometimes courage does not look like standing before crowds. Sometimes courage looks like protecting your family, making difficult decisions, speaking up when necessary, or remaining faithful when circumstances are uncertain. Miriam reminds us that the Most High can use ordinary acts of obedience to accomplish extraordinary purposes. Not only was Miriam courageous, but she was also discerning. She did not act recklessly. She chose the right time, the right words, and the right approach. Her courage was guided by wisdom. Proverbs 2:11 says, discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee. Many people have courage without wisdom. Others possess wisdom but lack courage. Miriam demonstrated both. She understood that timing matters. She understood that words matter. She understood that careful action can protect those we love. Women today face many situations that require discernment. Decisions concerning children, family, friendships, finances, and spiritual growth all require wisdom. Miriam's example teaches us that faithful influence is strengthened when courage is paired with godly understanding. As Miriam grew older, she continued to play an important role among the people of Israel. Her influence did not end at the riverbank. She became recognized as a prophetess among the nation. A prophetess was not someone inventing her own message. Rather, she was someone used by the Most High to communicate his truth and encourage his people. Miriam's position demonstrates that the Most High saw value in her faithfulness and service. What is especially beautiful about Miriam's story is that her leadership was not rooted in self-promotion. She was part of a family that the Most High was using mightily. Moses was chosen to lead Israel out of Egypt. Aaron would serve as high priest. Miriam faithfully served alongside them. Leadership, according to Scripture, is not about demanding recognition. It is about serving faithfully wherever the Most High places us. Miriam teaches us that true influence comes through obedience, not ambition. Now, before we continue, if you are enjoying this Great Women of Scripture series and these lessons are helping you grow in your walk with the Most High, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may benefit from these teachings. Your support helps these biblical lessons reach more people who are seeking wisdom, truth, and encouragement from the Scriptures. Now let's continue at the life of Miriam and the lessons we can learn from her examples. One of the most memorable moments in Miriam's life occurred after Israel crossed the Red Sea. The children of Israel had witnessed one of the greatest miracles recorded in Scripture. Pharaoh's army had pursued them. The sea stood before them. Their enemies were behind them, yet the Most High made a way where there seemed to be no way. The waters parted. Israel crossed on dry ground. Pharaoh's army was destroyed. The people were delivered. How did Miriam respond? Exodus 15:20-21 says, "And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. And Miriam answered them, Sing ye to Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea." Notice that Miriam directed attention toward the Most High rather than herself. Her praise focused on his victory, his power, and his deliverance. This is an important lesson for believers today. When blessings come, when prayers are answered, when victories are experienced, we should be quick to give glory to the Most High. Too often, people celebrate the blessing while forgetting the one who provided it. Miriam understood that praise is powerful. Praise reminds us who deserves the credit. Praise strengthens faith. Praise encourages others. Praise shifts our focus away from ourselves and back to the Most High. Women have tremendous influence through worship and encouragement, whether within the home, among family members, or within a community of believers. A woman who openly praises the Most High can inspire others to trust him more deeply. Yet, Miriam's story does not end with her successes. One of the reasons Scripture is so trustworthy is because it records both victories and failures. It shows us the strength of the Most High's servants as well as their weaknesses. Numbers 12:2 says, "And they said, Hath Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us?" And Yahweh heard it. Those final words are powerful. And Yahweh heard it. Nothing escapes the attention of the Most High. Every word spoken, every motive of the heart, every attitude is known to him. Miriam had experienced great victories. She had been used by the Most High. She had led in worship. She had served faithfully for years. Yet at this moment, pride entered the picture. The Most High defended Moses and judged Miriam. She was struck with leprosy and separated from the camp. This portion of her story teaches an important lesson. No matter how much the Most High uses us, we must remain humble. Spiritual gifts do not exempt us from accountability. Past faithfulness does not give us permission to become prideful. Micah 6:8 says, "He hath shown thee, O man, what is good, and what doth Yahweh require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with the Most High." Humility protects us from danger. Humility reminds us that every gift comes from the Most High. Humility helps us honor roles and responsibilities He has established. Humility keeps us teachable and correctable. The beautiful thing about Miriam's story is that even after her failure, she remained part of Israel's history. Moses interceded for her. The people waited for her restoration. The Most High demonstrated both justice and mercy. This should encourage every believer. None of us are perfect. We all have moments when we fall short. We all have lessons we must learn. Yet the Most High is merciful towards those who humble themselves before him. Miriam's life teaches us that courage matters, wisdom matters, praise matters, humility matters, faithful service matters. She teaches women to protect what is precious. She teaches women to use wisdom when making decisions. She teaches women to celebrate the goodness of the Most High. She teaches women to remain humble regardless of how greatly they are used. When we look at Miriam, we see a young girl standing watch over her baby brother. We see a wise woman helping preserve the Most High's plan. We see a prophetess leading worship after a miraculous victory. We see someone who experienced both success and correction. Through it all, we see the hand of the Most High working in her life. As we conclude today's lesson, remember that godly influence is not measured by titles, popularity, or recognition. It is measured by faithfulness. Miriam's courage helped preserve a deliverer. Her praise encouraged a nation. Her failures provided lessons for future generations. Her life reminds us that women can have a profound impact through obedience, wisdom, worship, and humility. May we learn from her courage when facing difficult situations. May we learn from her wisdom when making important decisions. May we learn from her praise when the Most High grants us victory. And may we learn from her correction by remaining humble before him at all times. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Great Women of Scripture. If this lesson encouraged you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below and let me know what stood out to you most from Miriam's story. Join me next time as we continue exploring the lives of women in Scripture and uncovering the lessons their journeys still teach us today. Grace and peace, and until next time, continue seeking the Most High and walking in his truth. Please be sure to check out my website, purposelyhere.com, where you can find all 3 of my self-published books and the most recent book, A Book of Accountability. Until next time, again, you all stay safe and peace.